first grade. This is Mrs. Hobbs, and I'm going to do a short tutorial demonstrating how to do the fact family paper in this week's math packet. So I'm starting on the page that says Unit 6, Day 2, and it has the spinner that has the numbers 1 through 6 on it. And so the spinner is just using a paper clip and a pencil. And you set the paper clip down in the middle, and you prop the pencil up just like that, and then you can spin the paper clip. If you don't have a paper clip, that's no big deal. Just pick a number off the wheel and put it in the spun area right here. I think the important thing is just to make sure that the combinations you come up with on each problem are different to give the student practice writing different fact families. So, in this box here, it says spin the spinner, write and solve the equations right here, write the fact families, use a pencil and paper clip provided. So I'll describe the fact family in just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and spin and get my numbers before I talk about the fact family. So I'm going to put my pencil on like that, and I'll go ahead and spin it. And I got it on the line, I'll try again. Okay, I got a 6. So it says I spun 6. So I'm going to start with this number in this box. I see a 6 and a 3, and I know that's 9, but I can count the dots one by one if that helps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's a 9 inside of the box, and I'm going to add 6 to it. So what you can do is use whatever strategy works. You can start at 9 and add on 6. If you have a number line at home, some of the kids in my class got a number line in their packet, you can do that. What I'm going to do is start at 9 and add on 6. So I'm going to use 6 fingers to add on the 6. So I'm going to say 9 and then say 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the total I would write is 15. Now, the fact family is 4 equations. I'm going to zoom in. 2 equations will be addition, 2 equations will be subtraction, and every equation in this fact family has to use the number 9, 6, and 15. So 15 is my total number, my greater number. And what I've taught the students is, in addition, the sum, the ending number, always has to be the large number. So in 9, 6, and 15, I've taught my class, little plus little equals big. We're not getting into negative numbers, so that's kind of been an easy way to remember that. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 15 at the end of my addition. Little plus little equals big. Put the 15 here. Now, in our class, we've also learned that in subtraction, we start with the greater number. So 15 will be the starting number in my subtraction equation. So it's going to be 15 minus a little number equals the other little number. And again, we're going to start with 15 minus a little number equals a little number. Okay, so I'm going back to my 9, my 6, and my 15. I have used my 15. Now I've got my 2 smaller numbers, my 9 and my 6, the 2 parts, I might say. That's another way to say it. Part plus part equals whole number. So one of my parts is 9, plus my other part is 6, equals 15. Part, whole. 9 plus 6 equals 15. Now down here on the next equation, I don't want to write the numbers in the exact same order. So I tell the students that on these 2 parts, we can switch them around. So sometimes we call that a turnaround fact. Some of the kids might know it as the commutative property. So instead of 9 plus 6, we can write it as 6 plus 9 equals 15. So again, I just want to check that I'm using the same numbers, 9, 6, 15. So I have 9, 6, 15, 9, 6, 15. And just make sure you're always using those same numbers. On the subtraction, again, I'm going to start with the whole number, and we're going to say whole, part, part. Whole, part, part. Big, take away little equals little. Big, take away little equals little. So we started with the 15. So now I'm going to fill in the 2 empty spaces with the 9 and the 6. So 15 minus, I could say 9, equals 6. So I've got the 15, the 6, and the 9. Now again, just like on the addition, with the 2 smaller parts, I want to write another subtraction equation that's not exactly like this. So with my 2 parts, I can switch those 2 parts around. And we can say 15 minus 6 equals 9. So that is a fact family right there. That would be the 9, 6, 15 fact family. And so you can continue doing the next 2 problems the same way. You have a starting number. You can spin to get your next number and figure the total. See if you can write 2 addition equations and 2 subtraction equations that match those 3 numbers. Now down here at the bottom, create a fact family for the number 7. So what that means is 7 is going to be your whole number, which means your sum will be 7. Little plus little equals big. And then on your subtraction, it will start with 7. And so you can, if you like, you can spin your spinner to get one of your numbers, but then you will have to add on to find the matching number. You can't just spin 2 random numbers and equal 7. So you can pick 2 numbers off of the wheel that when you add them together, they equal 7. Now the back side of this paper, the top part is the same as the front, but the bottom part, it says create a fact family for the number 15. So once again, 15 will be the big number, the whole number. So on addition, we're going to end with 15 as our sum. On subtraction, we're going to start with 15 and take away the 2 small parts. But on this spinner, we've discovered that you don't have 2 parts that equal 15, but what you can do is spin and pick one of these numbers to be your parts, like 7, and you can add on to figure out what's that missing part that will get you to 15. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any more questions, you may contact your teacher to get a little bit more support.